Hi, thank you for joining me today. Here, or rather at the moment, we're going to go ahead and review three different words that you see on your screen, hopefully. These are known as homophones insofar as they sound exactly alike. However, you'll notice that each is spelled differently. And of course, with each, they will also possess a different meaning. And with that as well, a different use case. Okay, each word here is pronounced as Theyre. Again, each is spelled differently. These are, once again, known as homophones. One word, however, it's segmented in two different parts. Homo means same. Phone, in this case, refers to sound. So in a way, it translates to same sound, obviously, since they all sound exactly alike. However, again, different spelling, different meaning, different use case. We're going to go ahead and examine with that the first version of Theyre, which is T-H-E-R-E. And a lot of people have trouble, or rather confuse this one with the other forms, less often the E-Y-R-E, and more often with the E-I-R version. Here, when you see T-H-E-R-E, I'm going to go ahead and underline the portion of the word that reads here, meaning, present, in a space, a physical location. This is a great reminder, or a trick at least, to remind yourself that this word is used to describe a location. Yet not always, but for the most part, this refers to a location. However, sometimes it can be used in what's called the abstract. So for instance, I will be there for you when you are sad. I'm not going to be in a specific physical space or location when you're sad. Instead, I'm trying to show you that, or tell you rather, that I have moral support for you, right? I'm going to give you our emotional support. There you go. Like, you did something great and a friend says something encouraging, or I say something encouraging and say, wow, there you go, way to go, Or for instance, you and I are having a discussion and perhaps I disagree with you and I say, oh, there is where I disagree with you, as you're making a point, right? Okay, just a couple of examples. When you are referring to a physical location, you can say put it, whatever it is, put it there. And so that's a mutual understanding between you and the speaker, the listener, as to where there is, right? Usually it's something within reach or within eyesight, right? Not always, but often. Or you can say, hey, we're going to go there after school, meaning we're going to go to a place after school, location. I also did make a note for myself because I always sometimes forget this one. Also, it's going to be the first word in the sentence that has the subject after the verb. For example, there is, and don't forget, is a to-be verb. So there is your verb, a nice hotel in Tokyo, right? So here you've got there, T-H-E-R-E, is your verb. A nice hotel is going to be your subject in this regard, and of course in Tokyo is going to be that you got the preposition and another location. Okay, don't want to muddy the waters too much. Let's go ahead, and I think we've covered this version of Theyre, T-H-E-R-E. I want to affirm that again it refers to a location. Please take note of the fact that the word here is embedded in the word itself. It's a great reminder. However, if it's not a physical location, it's a word that generally is used in the abstract. A couple of the examples I gave you is friends will always be there for you, or your mother and father are there for you when you need them, and so on and so forth. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. And you'll notice that this apostrophe, some of you may remember, apostrophes can be used not just for possessives, right, like apostrophe S or S apostrophe, but they are used to link two words together to form what are called contractions. In this case, you've got your base word, they, so that's the first word, and it's joined with the word are. So there is the contraction, and it's the combination, as I said, of they plus the word are. So you can look at it as there, but you should always read it internally as they are, because that's exactly how it translates. You can use it to say, they, which is a collective or a group pronoun. So they're always late, right? Always would be your adverb. Well, what are they always doing? Because it describes the frequency. Late is the verb in this case. Or you can say there, if you really want to complicate it. So you can say they are, or they're, over Theyre, T-H-E-R-E, they're over there, a location. So we've used both. Again, for this, it's very contextual, so hopefully your listener is paying attention when you're speaking, so they don't just hear there, right? So there, they are, over there. Okay. I think we're okay. Again, with this, just don't forget, it translates literally to they are. It's just a contraction. So I think the use case for that is pretty straightforward, I would hope. We're going to go ahead and switch over to the third and final form of the word there, the homophone there, which is T-H-E-I-R. Now this you really should look at this as being the possessive form of the word they, so the group pronoun they, right? You can say, for instance, it apostrophe s, so it is their house, right? So it is, so object pronoun in possession is going to be there, so more than one person, owns or is in possession of, in this case, a house, right? It's their house. That's supposed to be an arrow. You can say the trees are losing their leaves. Forgive my handwriting. So it is there, so the trees, I'm referring to the group of trees, they're losing their leaves. They're in possession of the leaves that they are in fact losing. Okay, so to reiterate, there, the one we just covered at the end, is going to be the possessive form of the pronoun they, or the collective pronoun they. T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E is a contraction of the words they and are, always read internally or otherwise as they are. And of course, the first one that we covered was T-H-E-R-E. Please, as a reminder, notice that the word there, or here, excuse me, is embedded in the word itself, which should remind you that the word itself refers to a location. Yet again, not always a physical location, sometimes an abstract idea. In this case, you know, in the examples I gave, the same examples really, referred to like an emotional position, right? So there, or you can say, there, the friends will be there for you, or you should look out for their best interests and whatnot, right? Okay, I think we have pretty much covered the homophone there, written 3 different ways, or spelled 3 different ways, used in 3 different ways. So T-H-E-R-E, location, T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E, contraction, they are, and of course T-H-E-I-R, the possessive form of the word they. Okay, if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you wanted to subscribe to the channel and of course continue to watch videos related to English language, particularly with grammar and of course English spelling and grammar rules as well. Also, if you would give it a like, it would really help me quite significantly, as it does contribute to the channel's reach using the YouTube algorithm, so that hopefully I can broaden my audience and collaborate or help others, or collaborate with rather, and help others. Okay, thank you so much for being here. I look forward to working with you in the next one. Of course, let me check to make sure this actually saved, which it did. Perfect. Okie doke. I look forward to the next one. Have a good one.